Hi, Ahmad. Good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, hello. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well by the grace of Allah. Thanks for asking. Good evening to you.
Mm-hmm. Good evening. All right. So, Ahmad, thank you so much for reaching out and wanting to have a conversation with me today. And I'm very excited to have a conversation with you and get to know you better. So, before we get started, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name's Mr. Ahmed. As a profession, I'm a student, and recently I have passed my HSC examination, and right now I'm just waiting for to admit in the university. And yeah, like if I talk about my hobbies, I have many hobbies such as listening to music, watching television, spending some quality times with my friends and family. Also, I do hiking with my friends. And if I talk about my country, I'm from Bangladesh and I live in a village. Yeah, that's all about me. And thank you so much for accepting my invitation. I'm so excited to meet with you. For a long time I was just waiting for this conversation because I think that whenever I make a new conversation, I'm just going to learn something new. So that's why I'm just so excited.
Amazing. Great. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Well, let me also share a little bit about me. I'm sure you know my name by now. And I was born and raised in Kolkata, but I have been staying in Pune, India for the last 10 years. I had been into corporates for almost 10 years of my career, and I have been into training and development of professionals as well as students. Um, Recently, last year, I decided to go solo, and that's when I started my journey as an independent coach. And that is what rolled over to my YouTube journey as well. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this journey. It is absolutely exciting to meet wonderful people like you every single day. And I'm definitely having a great time on YouTube. Apart from my classes that I provide, whenever I get some free time for myself, I love to travel, I love cooking, and I also spend a lot of time with my cats, my friends, my family. So that's a little bit about me. If you have any specific questions, I would love to answer them in the course of our conversation.
Yeah, that's amazing. It was mind-blowing interactions. Actually, I watch all of your a lot of videos that are inspired me. Actually, for a long time, I didn't practice English around 2 years, but whenever I saw your videos and some others' videos, so it's inspired me that I know English a little bit and I should develop myself. So that's why I thought that I recently some of them like are just doing such kind of conversation. That's inspired me a lot. I think it's going to be a great way to communicate, to learn something better instead of talking a wise conversation with some others. So for the first
Absolutely.
time, I think I'm getting opportunity to talk with someone who is coach owner. So I'm so excited.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you so much. All right. So, Emma, tell me this first. I'm very intrigued. Why do you have that accent?
Uh-huh. So actually, I gained it before around 2 years ago. Whenever I started learning English, so that time I thought that I will work with someone who is like especially European country or American countries. So
Hmm.
my client will be this country based. So when I will talk with them, I would like to give them a feeling that I'm not a person who is so far living from this country. I would like to give them feel that I'm the same country which you are living. So for that purposes, I learned it. Additionally, one of my friends just inspired me to learn because whenever he was speaking American accent, it just totally was amazing. I could not guess that he is from my country. I just
Hmm.
had to say that he was from the US. He just
Mhm.
totally changed his tone. There's no way to understand. That just all inspired me to learn. Yeah.
Awesome. So you said you want your clients to feel at home and your clients to feel comfortable. Are you already into business with the United States?
Not really. So still just we are talking about doing the business. So as far as I know about talking to them, like it's really complicated to understand their accent properly. And recently I had another experience with another client from the United Kingdom. They
Mm.
speak basically British accent, so as I used to in American. So it was critical for me to understand. I think in the meeting I could not understand around more than 50% words. So I had to
Yeah.
just like, what this person is saying. I have to
Mm.
guess all that.
Amazing. That's good that it happened to you because now I'm going to explain something very crucial, okay? A lot of us, when we are in our learning phase, we feel that getting a foreign accent is going to make us sound better, sound cool. But to be very honest, that's not the case. Just like how you struggled to understand what the person from UK was trying to tell you, an accent only complicates your communication. It does not make it simple. Okay. And trust me when I say this, I have worked in the US and UK market for over 12 years. And if you have clear communication and clear pronunciation, they will understand you really well. So it is not at all necessary to learn their accent because their accent is their mother tongue influence that we try to get rid of when we are learning English. So, leaving our own mother tongue influence and adapting somebody else's mother tongue influence is not a wise thing to do. It can sound cool when you are listening to somebody, but it only complicates your communication. It only makes you somebody who is difficult to understand by others. Okay. So, just how you felt it difficult to understand the UK accent, similarly, others will also find it difficult to understand you. And when you try to put up an accent which is not your own, most of the time it sounds fake and a lot of words are also mispronounced. Okay, so just a quick word
Yeah.
of advice. Um, if you want, focus on clear pronunciation, focus on better pronunciation. However, no need to struggle with somebody else's MTI. Yeah.
That's true. So, as I'm always interested in business, so I would like to behave like them. So, right now, I don't feel hassle to pronounce like this because for a long time I'm doing that. It's
Mm-hmm.
over 4 years from my journey. So, at present, I'm comfortable. So, if I just would like to pronounce like my own tone, so it's gonna be unreal for me. I feel hesitate to pronounce like that. So I think this I'm comfortable with it. Because whenever I see my client communication, all the time I think I should pronounce like him or her. So that's why just I'm accustomed. So normally I don't practice on that. I just have a meeting with my client. So that's all.
Hmm. Okay, interesting. If it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah, and definitely I just try to maintain your suggestion as well. So for me, I also do believe that accent it doesn't matter. It's their personal what to say choice. If they are someone else have patience, so then they can learn. But I think clear pronunciation is matter. If we can pronounce any word perfectly, so is there? I think every single person will understand us. What else exactly we are talking about? It's not a big deal like are you from US, UK, Australia or Canada. So it's not a big deal.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I
all
believe.
right. So, hmm.
Yeah.
So, Ahmad, do you have any questions that you would want to ask me today?
Okay. So I have a questions like how can I improve myself more faster? Like what will you suggest me to improve?
That depends on what is it that you're trying to improve.
Okay, so at present, I'm just trying to learn business communication. Especially, I want to be a good storyteller because when I talk with my client, I notice that whenever I don't understand a particular things, they just try to teach me or understand me like a story way. So I would like to learn on that things. Additionally, I would like to speak English more smoothly. So as I have noticed that you have more experience, you talk with a lot of people, so I think you can guide me better.
Of course. So, storytelling is a great way to impress your audience and also get your point across in a simpler manner. Okay. Now, we need to understand this, that be it a 5-year-old kid or a CEO in a boardroom, everybody loves to listen to stories, right? Stories make you sound familiar, stories make you relatable, and stories also grab a lot of attention from your audience. So, storytelling is a great art. However, you need to work on yourself. You need to do a lot of practice to become a great storyteller. When you do storytelling, you need to understand it is not about giving out the information right away or quickly or in a hurry. Storytelling is all about creating that environment, building that atmosphere where you are slowly and steadily gaining the interest of your audience, and then you give them the topic or the discussion point that you had in mind, something that they will get hooked onto. For example, I use it often with my learners, that suppose you want to talk to people about time management, how to manage time better. Instead of going ahead and saying that, hey, today we are going to discuss about time management, the moment you say that, they are like, oh my God, another lecture. We don't want to hear it, right? And they drift away in their own thoughts. A better approach to that is when you meet your people. Hey guys, hope you are doing wonderful. You know what? Today I want to share a very interesting story with all of you, something that happened in my previous organization. There was this guy who joined a couple of months before I did, and when I joined, I saw that he's one of the top performers in the team. And he would always get the best numbers, he would get the best NPS ratings, and everybody would want to be like him. However, after 2 to 3 years, when it was time for one of our appraisals, something really shocking happened, and all of a sudden he just resigned, put down his papers, and left the organization. And we all were shocked because we were thinking that he's going to get a promotion that year. Later on, when we tried to find out about it, you know what I found out? He actually did not get that promotion because of his tardiness. He used to come late to work, and even most of the times, what we heard later is that he was late on his submissions. And that incident, really opened our eyes. And we learned that no matter how good you are at managing your work or doing your work or getting the numbers, time management is a skill that is very important to show you in the light, in the right light in front of people. So today I want to share some important points or factors that lead to proper time management. Are you all ready for that? So, what will this do? This will really help your audience give their full attention to you, because now you have stated a story that they would be interested in. That, okay, time management, that is something interesting. In contrast to your immediate sentence, which was, hey guys, today we will talk about time management, right? So that's the power of storytelling. And how you can learn it? Of course, there are multiple resources. You can take help from a mentor, you can do your own research, and you can work on it. But whatever you do, practice is what going to make you perfect. So the more you practice, the more you pay attention to your storytelling skills, the better you are going to be.
That's true. I also believe. And I think that to speak smartly and professionally, we need to have a lot of informations. What else we're going to talk about? So, whenever we're gonna say a story, like, I just would like to grab the attention of our audience. So we need to have a strong understanding, like what kinds of questions can be asked by our audience. We need to cover all the things so that they can engage fully with our conversation. So whatever I have understand that, like instead of saying simple introductions, first of all, we just need to share the story what happened, and when they will engage, then I will put my valuable words so that they just give proper what is it attention to my words, and just I can
Yes,
teach in a way.
absolutely. That's true. All right. Okay. So, Ahmad, it was fantastic talking to you today, and I wish you all the very best for everything that you are trying to achieve in life. Do well, and in future, if we get an opportunity, we can definitely connect once again.
Yeah, it was a really amazing conversation with you. Thank you so much for your valuable time spending with me. Additionally, I learned a lot of things from your side, especially the time management, like how to make a story, how to grab the attention of somebody. So have a great day. All the best.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye, Ahmad. Good night.
Bye. Yeah, good night.